It's only the beginning. Set up the tripod. Willkommen, wie geht es Ihnen? Wie geht's? All right. I believe it's 4 o'clock. I believe I need to. I had my goofy hat on. I'm gonna go get it. First, that's right. Waste no time. Waste no time. I'm gonna turn the vent off. This is my face warming hat. Second, we're keeping track. So we got 2 people. This is what I had on when I went out to my car. It's pretty cold out there. It's November and it's already cold. I call this my John Wick. It's got like a bushy hair, bushy head, and a beard, so I can talk and breathe. Above and below the nose. No, below the nose, but above the lip. If I need a quick beard, this is a hat I get. And today is Saturday. It's still Saturday. This is the 4 o'clock edition, or the 4 o'clock. We're doing the 4 o'clock, and I have my halo to make me look like I'm angelic or heavenly. I look heavenly when I have the light above my head. I think what I need to do is light my Palo Santo. This smells pretty good, even if you don't light it. It's a piece of wood. It looks like heartwood. The center of the tree, and it's called Palo Santo. It smells very good. So we got somebody. No, it looks like maybe 2 people. Whenever it says 1, there's usually 2 people. I gotta have my lighter. Now we're down to no people. It's almost like a game of tag. First, second, and then they leave. It's time to light the Palo Santo. It's time to make, if it gets hot enough, it doesn't really burn that well. It's supposed to be burned, but it doesn't burn well. I have to use a lot of my butane. That's what I always get. I get the butane. It almost lit. Palo Santo. There we go. We have fire. We have flame. Flammen. Sie flammen. It's I just want to wait till it gets an ember. This is mostly sap. It's mostly sap. That's why it burns so well for a while, until the sap is no longer. I guess it's going to take a little while for people to start noticing that I'm currently online. The flame went out. Oh, we got a smoke. We have lit the Palo Santo. It gets very much like charcoal. You have to almost hold it over the flame. It doesn't keep an ember at all. You got to keep burning it. You almost have to throw it into a fire. It doesn't burn like an incense. But it sure smells good. Palo Santo. I just like to say Palo Santo. Sounds very Latin. There's still some fuel. I like these because you can refill them. You can fill them again and again, as long as you have butane. There we go. We have a fire in the house, raising black smoke. There we go. We finally got it lit. It's like a little fireplace. I should get a can or something. Start a little hobo stove. There we go. We got some smoke in here. It smells very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So some people said that they would join me today. This is to whom it may concern. To who may be watching. Oh, it's still smoking even though I don't see an ember. It's still smoking. It's still a little bit of smoke. All right, now we have the scent of Palo Santo. I can hang this up again. Well, I hope my friends will join me and be able to join. It is Saturday. Mostly, for the most part, people are not, they're not working or have to go to school on Saturday. Most of the time. There are some who still have to work, even though it's Saturday. Saturday was cartoon time when I was growing up. I'm working on my shepherd sling. My shepherd sling is almost complete. It's like the slingshot that David used to slay Goliath. I'm making it out of yarn because that's all I have to work with right now. I'm braiding it. I've made the pocket part where you put your projectile, your hostile projectile. That's all you need is to just tie it in a knot, and then you leave this part for your projectile to sit. Then you can swing it over your head and release the stone or whatever you're going to use. I use 6 strands of yarn. Then I place the rock right here, and I swing it and let her rip. I usually wrap this around something. I'll have to do an under and over. So anyway, I guess I'm going to be pretty lonely today. I'm usually pretty lonely when I do these live streams. People can only stop for a short while. Meanwhile, I can just braid my shepherd sling while I talk until someone joins. Two people popped in for a short while, and then they left. So I kind of maybe want to not do these live streams because I don't get many people chatting. I just sit and talk, and no one's chatting with me. So I'm wondering if I should keep doing live streams. Because no one's left any comments saying, like, when is a good time. Because I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And like I keep saying, you can count forward or backward depending on where you are from that from that time zone, from this time zone. Just tell me what time it is in your area, and then we can chat if you really, really, really want to chat. Meanwhile, I'll just sit here and braid my shepherd sling. I like to get a tougher kind of string. Mostly I see shepherd slings made of twine. They get a really, really tough twine and they braid it together. I could work with something like that. Get some fiber, some plant fibers, and weave them together. They're pretty good weapons, the shepherd sling. The Romans used them. They were used throughout those early times. All those, they would use those pebbles. They would also make them, when they made them in football shapes, they would write in Latin or in Greek, I think Greek and Latin. They would write things like, take that, on the stones that they would hurl at the enemy. They can gain a lot of momentum when they hit their target. The stones that you put into a shepherd sling. People get them embedded in their heads and in their legs. And they would make them whistle. So when when the projectile was coming towards their enemy, it would make a whistling noise, which was very very distracting and intimidating. When you hear a whistle noise, it's a stone's coming at you from a distance, and comes really fast and hard. So they use spears and bows and arrows, javelins, as well as shepherd slings. So right now I am braiding the last part of the shepherd sling. It goes here. It's got this part to put the rock, and it's got this part as the sling string, and knot at one end, and you put a loop at the other end. The loop is what you put around your finger. Then you hold on to the knot, and you release the knot, and you shoot your projectile. I might have to turn on the fan. When I turn on the fan, it'll be cooler in here. Turn on the fan. There we go. It'll cool it down. It gets kind of... We are indoors, of course. So one person looked like they wanted to be the first, another person looked like they wanted to be the second. But you know what? It doesn't show up. If you want to leave first or second, you have to put it in the comments. So make sure you put it in the comments if you're first or second, if that means a lot. We got one person joining us, it looks like. I see a number 1 up there while I braid my shepherd sling. I'm using red yarn today because I was inspired. I just looked at some shepherd slings and said I could make one of those. I like to make things because I'm into handicrafts. I like to use my artistic skill, artistic ability to... Oh, wow, the one is still there. Every time I look up, it's still there. I had 2 other people join, and they took off. Or maybe they took off. I noticed that, I keep saying that, every time there's a 0, there's sometimes one person who's watching. One person who's joining in. So I got my cool braid going with my red yarn, and I'm I've got the part where the rock sits, and then it goes all the way down to where the knot that you hold on to. I'll get a, so anyway, get to where maybe, what I should do is have some kind of message board. Take a roll call, see who's going to be in attendance. Who's going to be watching my live stream? Who's going to be watching my live stream? That way I could look forward to talking to those of you who attend. This is kind of like macrame. I'm macrameing a shepherd sling. I've seen these go for $20. $20. I think that's the most expensive one. I could just make a bunch of shepherd slings. Sell them for $20. Sell them for $18. I could give a discount. I think what I'm going to do is, we got one person again. We'll see if they say hi or not. I guess I'm talking for people who are going to watch this later when it's all finished. And then it'll be supper time. Supper time around 5:30 or 5 o'clock. I'm really proud of my braid. I'm doing a braid here. Using my red wool yarn to make a shepherd sling. Because I'm bored. That's what I do. I get creative when I'm bored. Some people spray paint the sides of choo-choo trains, cargo carts. It's encouraging. I have one person that's still here. I'm feeling encouraged while the ceiling fan spins, while the light shines down. Yo! Second, oh, you're still here. Why? Yo, why? Why what? Now that we're chatting, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Why not? Nice? I guess it helps to be nice. If you're nice, you're off to a good start. Keep at it. I'm gonna. I like getting focused on something. Keep making my jokes and making my, what movie is this from? To test your movie trivia. So we are, I'm here in the United States. Shit. What's that about? That's not very nice to put shit, or poop, or whatever the show is. Keep your comments nice. Keep your comments respectful. I see a number 2 up there. It's funny that it says number 2 after somebody put 3 turds. I see 3 turds and I see a number 2 up there. So I guess my sling is complete. I can tie my knot. My shepherd sling with a little tassel. I'm going to leave a tassel on here to make it look kind of fancy. Make it look like a decorative. So there we go. There's the knot that you hang on to. That will make the loop that you put around, that I put around my finger. Wow, that's a lot more. My prototype was not as long. So there we go. We're going to stretch it. There we go. It's stretched. Now we'll just make a loop for the finger. Make a pretty little loop. Then I can braid it later. That looks cool. What my little artwork here, what I'm starting off with. Let's see, I'll put 2 knots, then I'll make a loop. I'm drawing upon my, yep, it is. Well, thank you. I try to impress. I try to use my skills, my mad skills, my nunchuck skills, my bow skills, my skills on making weapons to hunt with. If you're ever like in a plane crash and you survive the plane crash, you need to hunt squirrels and hunt rabbits or whatever's hopping around. You just make yourself a shepherd sling. There we go. Now we'll start with the knot, the lovely little knot. It's supposed to go around your middle finger. And then you put your finger through the loop. And then you have yourself a shepherd sling. So you can slay the next giant that comes by. So welcome. I've got 2 people, which is one time I think the most I've had was 4 people. So I'll be reaching my goal pretty soon. I try to do, oh, I popped out. So I guess that's what people do on these live streams. They pop in, they say hi, or they write a couple of not comments, they say a couple of chats, and then they're on their merry way. I got to get used to that. I got to get used to just people popping in, saying hi, and not staying for the whole thing. They can always watch the whole thing at their leisure, at a later date, because they probably got to watch Walking Dead or, well, it's the knot I didn't want to untie. I got to retie that knot and then untie the other knot, because that's where I wanted to mark where the finger hole is going to be. So we have one person in attendance. That's what I can do. I think what I want to do is have on my community page, if you're going to attend, let me know. That way I can look forward to talking with you. Look forward to having a chat. Call this a chat lounge or a chat room. We can have a good time, like that song says. It's all right to have a good time, because it's all right. So this is a Q&A. I guess it's a question and answer board or forum. We can chat and talk, and I don't know if I'm as good at keeping people's attention. Probably not that good at retaining guests. I have guests and then they're gone. So I don't know if I'm doing something. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing that is that causes people to drop off? Once they drop off, then the chat is over. The show is over, say goodbye. The show is over, say goodbye. Say goodbye. So people, I guess that's the idea. The idea is to just pop in for a while, leave a chat, say something in the chat, and then move on. It's not like it's not a long time of talking, which I don't see what the point is. What's the point in this? I think what I could do is stick to just making videos, making shorts, and then not do the live stream so much. Because I could be doing something else. I could be making more live, or making more chat, or not more chats. I could be making more of those shorts and videos. I could be. So there we are. I just got to make a loop here. A finger loop for the finger. We have one person again. We will soon see. Nope. Nope, not quite. They're teasing me. I'm being teased today. Keep your comments respectful. I'm trying to look up at the screen. I'm being distracted by my artwork here. I'm trying to get my... There we go. Just big enough for the finger. Then I can take it outside and swing it. Take it outside and do some damage. There we go. We got our sling for the finger and to hold on to. Then we just sling it over our head. Yeah, that's definitely going to need something stronger than yarn. Something stronger. We have one person. It's like a game. We're having a game. Somebody left a like. Gracias para like. Gracias para like. Спасибо большое. Спасибо большое. So the next step is to say hi. Would you join? Step one, join. Popped off. They popped off again. I'm trying to not let my feelings be hurt. Try not to let my feelings when they drop off. I don't know, what do I need to do to make this more exciting? I need to have some guests on. But no one has wanted to be my guest yet. Which makes me sad. It'd be lots of fun to have a guest. That guy from the Slingshot channel, or the guy who does Mousetrap Monday. I like Mousetrap Monday, and I like the Slingshot channel. I like to listen to, I like to watch a lot of different YouTubers do their thing. So I've gotten one like so far. I appreciate the like. There we go. Now we're ready. Got my red yarn. It's completed. I have completed my shepherd sling. Now I just have to take it to the park and see what I can hit. Wow, I can get good at this. I could sell these for $20. I've seen these go for $20 on eBay. When I do a search for shepherd slings, This takes a little while to make though. If I make if I make 5 of them a day, I make $100 a day. Yeah, make 5 slings a day. See how long it takes me to make a sling. I can make them look like they were made in Peru. I think this is getting boring. Maybe this is getting, no one is chatting. A few people just chatted a little bit and then they left. So I think I'm kind of bombing. I'm bombing at the attempt at doing live streams. Because sometimes live streams are, hi, good day. So we have a yep and a hi. So are you a new, I don't recognize you. This is probably the first time you've been with me. You could be, but I see a 2 up there. 2 usually means 3 if I'm keeping track. Because yes, I've had 2 and there's usually, or 0 and then 1. I think yeah, it's the accuracy. The accuracy leaves much to be desired. You are new. You are new. You are new. Well, welcome. I always like to see new people. I always like to see the older folks, the people that have been with me for a while. I've been doing this for maybe a month or so. So I'm getting used to learning how to do this right. So that, so I can have some chatters the whole hour. Right now it's 31 minutes into the show. And I usually do this outside, but outside it's very rainy, cold. So I can be in here with the fan and be indoors. So yes, it's not snowing, but it's cold. So I got to be a little cautious out there because I've been stuck in the rain before. I had a show. I was doing a live stream, and all of a sudden it started raining, so I had to pop my umbrella. But I'm safe in here. So we get 3 people. I got 3 right now. Yippee! Be generous with your likes because those are very important. It increases the popularity, I guess. When people like, I get more encouraged. It's like it's pretty cool to have 3 people, which probably means 4. So how is everyone? Now we're down to 1 person. There was 2 and now there's 1. So I guess this is not a very interesting show. I'll have to take that into consideration. See what I can do to make it more interesting. Or so anything anyway. People do pop in to say hi, so at least that I should now we're down to 0. And we have 1. No, yeah, so that's it. Kind of humiliating when you can't retain kind of a blow to the self-esteem. There are better things to do. I've seen better days. I'll have to get an old needle. I could put a lot of craftiness into these. All right. So maybe this is better. I need to scoot this up closer because I think my face is being blotted out. So I guess I'll see how many views there are. So let me know in the comments, should I keep doing these live streams? Because it seems like my forte is to do the videos, not the videos, but the shorts. The shorts seem to do real well, but these live streams, I don't. People only stay for a short while, and there's not much conversation going on. I try to answer the Q&As or the questions you might have, and then I can ask you some questions like where you're from, what are your something embarrassing that may have happened to you, if you want to share it. So yeah, we're 35 minutes in. I'm going to check and see what time it is on Eastern Standard Time. It's 4:30. Yeah, 4:31 right now on Saturday the 11th of November. And I guess I'll hang on for a little while longer. Someone did say that they would be here for the 4 o'clock. It's now 4:30. So yeah. So at least I got one like, and we had some people pop in. This is live. This is actually happening. And hopefully there's not too much light. When I sit back like this, my face gets dark. When I lean in, so yes, it's not very encouraging. I'm down to 0, which means there's probably 1. So I think that's part of it too, is that the chatters can chat with one another. They can chat with each other. It's probably why there's no one staying very long, because there's no one to chat with. I try to keep this interesting. I try to make this something people will watch. And it's hard to do that when no one's watching. I have no one to work with, no one to work off of. So that's so we got 38 minutes, and please check out my shorts. I have jokes, I have movie trivia, I have things that I've got going on. You know, I tell you, I can keep updates. That's how I keep people updated, is through the shorts. And I also tell jokes, and I also do movie trivia and try to keep it comedic. And so leave comments. Let me know what you think of what I'm doing, and should I keep doing the live streams, and what can I bring to the table? If there's any requests, you know, I'll try to make it a lot more interesting, a lot more fun and captivating. Something to look forward to, because I try to do these every day. So that's, yeah, so if you like jokes, if you like movie trivia, if you like to know what my updates are, I keep you updated through the shorts. I haven't been doing videos lately because I don't have a camera. I'll have to get one of my cameras, a really good camera, and have a lot of SD card space so I can put together a really good video. I got to get a camera with lots of battery power so I can go on location and interview people, make it that much fun, more fun. And so that's what we can look forward to. That'll be our goal, is to put together a really good show. So hope to see you later. Thank you for stopping by, those of you who did pop in. And so I guess that's it. We're 40 minutes in, and I'll this to a close.